Hello! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how soon we will see the first changes after starting our weight loss journey. First of all, let me say that there are no general rules. Everyone is different. We all are different age, different gender. We start at a different starting point. There is a lot of factors that come in play when it comes to weight loss. In general, it is said that in the first 2 weeks you will feel the difference. In 4 weeks you will see the difference, and in 8 weeks others will see the difference. If you already know me from Instagram, you probably know that this isn't my first rodeo. I tried to lose weight many times before, and ultimately it didn't stick. I was restricting way too much, I was dieting, and it wasn't sustainable, and sooner or later I always gave up, and the weight went back up. But of course, in previous years I managed to lose a lot of weight, even though I gained it back. So I kind of have an idea what to expect in me personally when it comes to weight loss. The last time I tried to lose weight was in 2022, and before that in 2018, and both of these times I documented my journey on Instagram. So now I'm going to show you a few pictures from the time. I'm the type of person that kills all my progress in December because, as I said before, I celebrate my birthday at the beginning of the month, and then there is a period of making Christmas cookies with my mom. And then, of course, there is Christmas and New Year's Eve, all of these celebrations. And I tend to not restrict. I don't hold back, and I go all in, and of course the weight goes up very easily. That means I'm a typical January girl. I always give myself resolutions to finally lose the weight this year, and I start on the 1st of January. I go all in, food, exercise, everything, posting on Instagram, because when I give up, I tend to stop posting and ignore all of my followers, and that is not a good approach, I know it. But this time, this attempt on my weight loss journey, I've decided that I won't be waiting for January 1st. I started at the beginning of November, and it was a change for me, and I really needed something new because I started in January so many times before, and I always failed. So this time I started in advance, 2 months in advance, and I took a different approach. I started making videos, I started posting again, and as I said before, not restricting that much because it will be slower, but I won't be tempted to give up. When I look in the mirror, I would say that I see first changes in 4 weeks, maybe a month. And of course, the most visible difference is in my belly area because I have a lot of fat in my belly and also in my thighs. So this is the two main areas where I lose fat, or centimeters at least, the most quickly or fastest. In my face, I would say it takes a bit more time to see changes, maybe like a few months, but once I get to start seeing them, they are very, very major. But what's the most interesting thing in my personal weight loss journey is my chest area, because for most women, when they try to lose weight, the chest goes first. The boobs are gone like that. But for me, it's different. It's completely opposite. Even when I lose like 50 pounds or more, I keep my bigger chest. And of course, I'm a typical woman, and I will complain about it because I wouldn't be mad at all if my chest was a little bit smaller. When I live with it my whole life, it's not as comfortable and nice as I would like. I guess everybody wants to have what they don't have, and I have a bigger chest and I would like to have a little bit smaller one. This was the first picture I published in 2018, and I compared it with 2015 when I tried to lose weight before, and it looked successful. I got to 77 kilos, but then I gained it all back. Like I said, the pounds are kind of evenly held on my body, but they're absolutely most visible on my tummy and face. After the first month, the tummy is getting quite noticeable and you can see the weight loss on my thighs as well. After 2 months, you can see that the body really looks a lot different, although of course there is so much fat still there and in large quantity. My face is still round though, even with the second chin. I think it starts to change later when I get somewhere around 95 kilos or less, but you can really see every kilo on my face after that, and it changes a lot. This picture is from mid-May, so about 4.5 months since I started losing weight. Although by that time I had already moved into my new apartment, maybe I can be a bit different from the mirror and such. But you can see the difference, even the face is much narrower and the second chin is not so visible. I posted these results here after 20 weeks, and in retrospect, 25 kilos is a crazy result in such a short time, not to mention 25 centimeters in the waist. This picture is from another month or so later, where I basically stayed the same weight, so definitely don't be surprised if your weight gets stuck sooner or later. Just be patient, maybe even try something new, change your diet or try different activity or sport, so your body gets a little bit of shock and it will start moving again. But even if maybe you don't see weight loss on the scale, you can definitely see a significant change in appearance, especially if you're doing strength training and building muscle, because 1 kilo of muscle is much smaller in size than 1 kilo of fat. So in the end, the weight may stay the same, but you get noticeably smaller in appearance when you look in the mirror. That's definitely a reason why it is a good idea to not just keep track of the number on the scale, but maybe even write down your measurements and, most importantly, take as many photos as possible so you can look back at the old pictures and compare how your body has changed. Here you can see how my belly has shrunk after less than 7 months, although the weight here in July is the same as it was 3 months earlier. These kind of pictures always make me the most happy because at the start, when you try on something, you can't even zip, and after a few months you can't put it on comfortably, you can really see the big difference. Here you can see how I look once I lose about 25 kilos or 50 pounds. I remember that this picture made me very happy because for the first time in 11 months of really hard work, I could really see how big of the change was happening in my face. Now when I look at all of these pictures, I have really mixed feelings because on one hand I'm kind of mad or sorry I didn't stick with it and continue where I left off, that I let it happen to gain all the weight back. But on the other hand, I feel really optimistic and I'm looking forward to getting back to this point and seeing these results again. And finally, I have also prepared a small collage of how my body, or especially my belly, was shrinking month by month in 2022. So to sum up, I personally start to see changes in 4 weeks or a month, and I see them in my belly area and my thighs. The changes in my face start to get visible later in a few months, and my chest area is staying basically the same or is shrinking very little compared to my belly and compared to most of other women. But as I said before, this is my personal experience, and definitely it doesn't mean that you will experience it the same way. My biggest tip for you is definitely taking pictures and videos. You don't even have to share them with on social media or with anyone. You just keep them for yourself, and from time to time you will look back at them, those pictures and videos, and you will see where you started and how big of a progress you've made already. This is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it, I would be very happy if you support me with a thumbs up and comment, and of course subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Bye!